All right, let's welcome Katie Weibel. I think Lisa did a pretty good job. Lisa is a client of Turning Tides Financial, and Katie is her planner. And so that's how people get connected. You see how that works? I didn't know anything about Party Hardy until Katie Weibel from Turning Tides Financial said, hey, you might want to connect with Lisa that owns Party Hardy. I think you could probably work together. So let's welcome Katie Weibel because we're going to work together with Turning Tides Financial, me, and you, the loyal Car Connection listeners. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning, Niall. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you this morning?
A little chilly, but enjoying the snow.
That's why they make electric blankets.
That's right. How about electric sweaters? That could do today.
That could work. Hey,
Thank
introduce
you so much
yourself.
for having us.
Yeah.
So Katie Weibel with Turning Tides Financial. My business partner, Julianne Lipo, and myself provide financial planning services to a variety of people, and we specialize in certain areas. And we're very, very thankful for being on your show, Niall, and thank you for having us today. And I'm excited to hear Lisa on your show. How awesome is that? I love when especially Christian small business owners can support each other, and I think Lisa's excellent and has done some work for us and has done a great job as well.
Fantastic. It's all about working together, right, Katie?
It is, and it's about improving and helping improve each other. So, when you have a toothache, you go to the dentist, and the dentist helps you, solve your toothache or your issue. And you go to specialists and people that specialize in their specific area of expertise to make whatever that area is of your life a little bit easier, because we can't all be experts in everything. And here, we help you with your money. And we help you with your finances and your relationships with money. And there's such an ever-changing world that you need to have someone on your team. You can't do it all alone. Just taxes alone for 2018 are completely different than they were in 2017, especially on the deduction side. So it's important to have people like tax professionals in your life, good ones, not just a tax professional,
right.
But you need a good tax professional who is on top of it. And I hear a lot of people say, well, sure, I have a tax professional. I meet him once a year. Well, that's not a team. You need someone that you're meeting with, and you should be having a tax professional that you meet with and a financial planner multiple times throughout the year, because you need to find and identify mistakes and know your numbers enough that we can catch those before mistakes could happen and avoid troublesome situations. And if you're only looking at it once a year, the likelihood of those mistakes are a lot higher. Or if it's something that we're looking at every month or every quarter, or at a minimum every 6 months, we're able to catch those things faster. So it's very important to have a team. And I know sometimes it's hard to open that file, I guess, in your brain and say, okay, I'm going to tackle these finances, because it can be challenging and overwhelming. But when you don't do it alone, it gives you a chance to have a little bit of the confidence that you've got people in your team and you're not doing it alone and it's not so overwhelming.
Exactly. That's the key, is if you've got an appropriate team put together of professionals, you guys then make it look easy. Very, very easy.
Yeah.
But try to struggle through it on your own,
Twice
a lot of very costly mistakes are made.
Absolutely. And that's what we here at Turning Tides, we actually opened another office January 1st, and that was one of the main reasons why we did that. Is in our office we have 3 like-minded attorneys, and we did this move to be able to work in conjunction with them to provide family law and estate planning and real estate, those things that we all need and use at some point in time throughout our lives. When you have your team that can work together, so your tax professional, your financial planner, your attorney, your estate attorney, when we can all work together on the same page, it can be a seamless process. And it could take lots of time off, give you lots of time in your life back, and it can be a whole lot less stressful. So we did this move in order to provide the engaging and the education and supporting you, but to make sure that you have a cohesive team to work together. So when you come to Turning Tides, we're connecting you with the right people and in the right spaces that can help you with your situation. I mean, even this year, if you're a small business owner, I'm sure most people have heard the federal tax deductions have all changed. It's very complicated. If now New York State didn't follow suit, so if you have a good accountant or you want to be asking your accountant, can I itemize New York State? Because there are still ways you can deduct things that you can't now deduct on the federal side. And there's a lot of things like that happen every year. Same thing with the education credits. If you have a child in college, most college, I shouldn't say young adult, not a child, a young adult in college most of the time is working right now. And sometimes, they will do their own tax return because now they have a job and they have income and, they're growing to be a young adult. But that doesn't always make the right sense, and you have to have someone run those numbers. Because just for example, I had a client who has a son in college, and he's actually got a pretty nice job, and he was going to do his own tax return separate from the parents, but they would have lost $3,500 in education credit because the education credit is smaller for a person in college than it is for the parents to file. So the return that he would have gotten, he would have lost $2,500 difference just in that one chess move, I guess you'd call it.
Wow.
So it's having those conversations and being on top of it and knowing your numbers and having the right people in your court to try and avoid things like that.
Right, that could have been a costly boo-boo.
Yeah. I mean, that could have been a semester of books.
Yeah, entirely.
So, yeah.
Now let's talk about as we head into a brand new year, 2019. As you mentioned already, it's important to have that synergy of having, a CPA, accountant, estate planning, attorneys, and also your planner, your certified planner. What do we do heading into 2019 to plan ahead?
Absolutely. So 2019 plan is know your money. Know and understand what it is that you have, whether you're an individual, you're a family unit, or you're a small business owner. There are so many levels of finance that you need to understand and know what you have, and you can't know what you have if you don't look at it. A lot of people like to say, okay, well, I'll get to that, and we get busy, and life happens, and things happen, and it gets put off later and later and later. Be proactive. Take the time. As I promise I don't bite, and it won't hurt when you leave. You can, take the time to let's pull your financial statements. Let's pull your balance sheet if you're a business owner. Do you know how to read those? You may be a business owner that sells tires, and you may not be an expert in reading your finances, but you need to be, even if you have a payroll company, even if you have someone doing your books. You as a business owner need to know how to read those things to, again, catch something, avoid mistakes, and or see potential for future growth. You have to at least be able to know how to read them. And that goes for the same thing for personal. You need to understand all of the different aspects and moving parts of what decisions today, how are those going to compound and take effect on me later with my money. So all of those things are very important. So I encourage everyone to, one, know your budget, look at your dollars and cents, the ins and the outs, and let's have an appointment and talk about that. So we like to do, we like to give 3 strategy sessions away for your listeners now, but those strategy sessions are where we actually sit down and we spend 60 to 90 minutes and we go through, okay, what's going on in your life and in your world with your money, and what are the things that you may not need everything. You may only need a few tweaks here and there, but the only way to know is to sit down and have those conversations.
Exactly, is to get the ball rolling, get a consultation with someone who knows how to put these things together, which is important. Like as I said a little bit earlier in the program today, sometimes we got to talk about the things that are not comfortable, that need to have planning in place so that we know that when that time comes, things are properly positioned and placed and everyone knows what to do at that point. So for all of you out there who haven't got a clue what a financial planner does for you, or you've taken advice from a friend of a friend of a friend, a coworker, a neighbor, all the professionals, you might want to take that opportunity to grab one of these 90-minute strategy sessions to actually get your questions answered. And I'm going to share this with you is, many times I would get vehicles hauled into the shop that have been to like 3 other shops in the area. The car is a mess. You've had 3 service technicians try and hack at the car to get it running correctly or put back together, and then it would end up at our shop. And here was the rule that I was trained by. Never walk another man's path. So in other words, 3 other shop owners have had a car and it's still not running, or it's not running correctly. I'm not going to listen to anyone else's input except for my own, and once I've done my evaluation to determine, okay, what's been done, what's broken, what needs to be fixed, what needs to be done now to move this car into a corrected situation. The same applies with your finances. If it's broken, you can continue to hack away at it and not resolve anything. Or you can actually get an evaluation on what's truly going on with your specific circumstances, and then get a plan formulated to move you in the direction that you'd like to go. That's what these 90-minute sessions are all about. So, Katie, tell our listeners again how they get one of those 90-minute strategy sessions, and I can't tell them enough what that is worth, dollars and cents wise, to have that given as a gift.
Absolutely. So, and it's about not leaving money on the table. Is there something
Exactly.
you're not seeing, or is there something you're overpaying on? Is there something you're missing out on? So that's important to make sure that you button that up, and then relieve that stress and get that off your mind and off your shoulders.
Yes.
But so you can reach us. Our number here is in Buffalo, 716-800-4290. You can also reach us on our website at turningtidesfinancial.com. You can email us through the website as well, but reach out to us, and we'll get you on the schedule for that. And then we'll put together a plan designed specifically for you that will work for where you're going with your family. It's not a one-size-fits-all. They are completely tailored plans. Sometimes it's a couple of little things we got to do and we're good, and sometimes you need a 6-month program, or we need to focus on. So we make that it's what you need for you and your family, and the only way to know that is to sit down and have a conversation about it. So again, our number is 716-4290, and I'm at extension 301.
Excellent. Thank you, Katie, for joining us. We're going to have you back in February. We'll get you to spend 30 minutes with us on the air to cover a lot of information, so you can prepare for that ahead of time. Okay?
All right.
We'll put together a date for that, and we'll, again, reach out to our listeners and try and help them to make that decision to fix what they know is broken, but they have no idea where to start. Almost like event planning.
Absolutely, and I hope everyone has a blessed weekend and stay safe in the snow, and enjoy the beauty of it.
Thank you, Katie. We'll talk to you soon. Give our regards to Julianne as well.
Will do. Take care.
Okay. God bless. Bye for now. Okay. God bless. Bye for now. Okay.